You got any ideas to open this one?
No, I'm fresh out.
All right, well, this is STEEPCAST episode 33.
Cool.
The snowboard's been waxed and the chocolate is hot. STEEPCAST reporting to you live from the top of Mount Blanc. Snow missed me, making you miss me. Cause I'm hucking a dub 12, I throw it into a misty.
We hope you guys are ready for the real snow videos coming to you. Kicking off this weekend, Saturday, July 22nd, we will show all of the entries starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central European time. And the following week, Saturday the 29th, we will have the top 6 finals with judges' commentary. And of course, we will crown the champion and the fan favorite.
Damn, son. One take wonder over there. All right, I see how this week's gonna go. And now it's time for the Red DDDDDDIIIIITT Roundup.
First up on the Roundup this week from Sajmanation. He has a video of him playing for the first time of the year, having the text all around. I love this style. This is like Soviet Womble style with captions everywhere. And this, I don't know, this is what goes through my head a lot of times when I'm playing Steep, because not that technical. So lots of close calls with the trees, lots of flailing as you're going through the air, screen almost blacking out, sound ringing in your ears, dodging another tree. It's just fantastic.
Up next, we have a gorgeous picture from the peak of Denali from Sadkati or Sadcat, whichever way you pronounce that. We have some beautiful northern lights sharing the sky with a half moon, crescent moon. I don't know the kind of moons. This one is just wonderful. I love the gradient in the sky from the dark down to the light, and then just the highlight on the player is perfect. This might be one of the most photorealistic nighttime pictures that I have ever seen taken. I mean, it doesn't look like there was a flash. It doesn't look like anything was superimposed. This is just clean. Well done.
The third submission this week comes from DJag, him just messing around in one of the snow parks in Japan, and he's heading towards those houses. I love him grinding on the rooftop, using that slow-mo nice and clean, hitting another roof, and then, with that cork spin off and landing switch.
And fourthly, we have, it's seeming like it's becoming a tradition here in the Reddit Roundup, we have another hole-in-one. This one comes from I Got Bills 2187. He's in the squirrel suit. Just as clean as ever. Perfect hole-in-one. I'm not sure of the difficulty of this one because I have always kind of ducked away from using the squirrel suit out of just fear of mutilating myself.
And finally from Carl the Boy, this one's just wicked. Using the sled, stretching it out, and then a double foot drag for what seems to be 20 feet and then sticks the landing. I don't know, we might have to do a sled edit competition because this is just wild.
Man, what a grand finale. The second week we have had Carl on the Reddit Roundup in a row. Thank you so much for all of the steezy clips from everyone, not just Carl. And if that did not scratch your itch for the week, you can always head over to r/steep to check out all of the honorable mentions, all of the ones that were good enough to be on the STEEPCAST, but we just didn't have time. But what we do have time for is some light bragging. Mitch and I are going to be reviewing each other's outfits up on the mountain in Steep. That's right, it is time for an aesthetic kit review where Mitch and I are going to pick apart each other's outfits. Here we go. Alright, so I said most of it in the preamble, but we're looking at each other's outfits today.
We'll finally answer the age-old debate. Do we wear backpacks, and should there be more?
And begrudgingly, yeah, we have to wear backpacks, right? Because, I mean, I think I've tried to skate without one, or ski without one, and you can't do it.
Not unless you're wearing one of those freestyle outfits, but they just don't compare to what we wear on the mountains.
No. We take serious pride in crafting every single square inch of our riders to, I mean, it's a personal side. Like, it's the most customization you get in the game. Why would you just want to grab a random outfit that's already prefabricated for you? Go make your own. So that's what we've done. And, you know, if you ever see us up on the mountains, this is 90% of the time, this is probably what we're going to be wearing. So I think we're starting with me.
Yeah, let's start with your outfit. So give us a little description, you know, your concept, what you're going for, what you're wearing, what brands you're repping.
Yeah, so this is my outfit as of Check My Steez 10. When everyone wanted me to go and submit to that, I figured, well, I should probably dress up for the occasion. So I went and spent some money and got a new board, got a new jacket, and I'm really excited with how it turned out. That Yes Typo board really caught my eye, that bright yellow underbelly with that silhouette up on the top. You know, you don't get to see a lot of the board, but whenever I do get a chance to flash it up, it's bright yellow, so you can't miss it. And then the other focal point of this outfit for me is that jacket, that Picture Dan jacket in black. I think that's like a 2018-2019 season model of jacket. You can actually buy it online, or could. I've been trying, but everywhere is sold out. I just really love the patterns and the colors up there on the shoulders, which makes me even angrier that we have to keep wearing backpacks, because it's ruining all of that nice artwork, all of those nice textures up on the shoulders.
Yeah, that's like a seriously nice shoulder cap. I don't even think I've seen that in the game yet. So you found a jacket I haven't, and it matches well with your nice neck scarf and the helmet and that hat you wear when you don't have the helmet on.
Oh yeah, I love tiny little details. So like if you look at the shoulder, or not the shoulder, wow. If you look at the wrist cuff on the jacket, it matches the color of the scarf, which also matches the color on the shoulders. You know, so it all kind of plays into each other. That green down there looked like it really played well into that color scheme as well. So mine's all about just matching and looking as nice as you can. It's kind of hard to match whenever you pick a jacket that has like 5 different colors up on the shoulders in one spot.
Yeah, there are some things that you can't quite find a match for in this shop. If you find a sweet jacket, then the pants are always just slightly off or completely off. So sometimes it's hard to match those colors from top to bottom.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but 9 times out of 10, I pick my pants first and then try to match on top of that, because you can always find a jacket that's neutral enough to fit any kind of pants. But some of those, like if you want a pop of color like this green, you really have to come prepared to match that top to the bottom instead of the other way around.
Oh yeah, I've usually gone from either the skis or the board first, and then build just like a kind of blank and boring color, so either like white or black from top to bottom for the suit, and then swap out parts as I can find ones that actually match the board. Okay,
now that's interesting, because I have never built, well, it's probably a lie, I probably have unknowingly. Typically, especially for this one, I did not match the board to anything, really. I kind of thought, I always think of the board as an accent piece that just is totally removed from everything else. Is that not the way that you approach it?
Not the way at all. If you want to take a look at my outfit that I've been wearing from pretty much the start of the game, probably the first couple of weeks. If you see some of our old YouTube videos and live streams, you'll see this outfit pretty much in the same way. I've just swapped out some tiny parts along the way. And it's in a lot of our rules videos and anything that I record for the Tartiflight games. I started with this pair of skis, so it's the 2017 K2 Poacher ones. I've been trying to buy these online, and there is a weird difference. The bottom part of the skis in real life is actually more yellow and black than this white and black. But I like the different levels of orange, red, and then olive green and brown, so I started with that. Then I found the matching jacket pretty much. I don't know if they intentionally put this in the game with these colors, but it's a spider jacket, so it's got the same type of orange piping. The pants are just the plain olive pants that have some black as well. And then with the gloves, they also kind of match up. They're considered green and yellow, they're called in the game, but they look orange, so I counted that. The boots are the light brown ski boots. And then I've got a leather face mask that covers my entire mouth. And actually, the goggles I wear now are a little bit different. I've gone with matte gray, but there is the ones that have all black with, I think they're olive green as well, the ski band. And then at the very top, we have the In Tartiflet We Trust sticker, of course, because we love Tartiflet. And then a GoPro on top, because I always have a GoPro on my character.
Always important to get those shots. Always important to rep the Tartiflet games with the In Tartiflet We Trust sticker. I really like this kit layout. I really like, especially the boots caught my eye. I've never really taken a close look at your kit. Those boots look super steampunk, and I know they're not. They're not chromy or shiny at all. But just the color layout of those boots, the gloves, and the helmet is, you got some steampunk vibes going on over there.
A little bit. Definitely a lot of tan coloring coming into this one with the helmet and the backpack. I threw on the brown camo backpack because I have to have a backpack. So it looks good enough from the back. It has the Tartiflet Games We Trust sticker on it sometimes. Other times I rotate it out with a Canadian flag or just nothing on the back. I like a clean look on the back.
Agreed. I mean, most of the time, most of the day, you're staring right at the back, and that's the only part that you really see, so it's important that that looks good. I like that we both went for the neutral, like the greens, the earth tones, both hitting those really hard. Was that just a choice that you made up front, and you've just lived with it, and you've grown to like it, or did you choose these colors for a reason?
It was mostly based on the skis and just finding an outfit that matched it perfectly. Like once I had the skis and the jacket, I had to go everything else, brown and green. I do like having a more subtle outfit look because whenever I'm doing tricks, the actual tips of the skis are what shine whenever you're doing some grabs and spins, instead of kind of your whole body being really bright and totally in contrast with the surroundings. I feel like this one kind of blends in pretty well, and yours does too.
You hit the nail on the head with that. I mean, we're of the same thinking, with everything, and this is no surprise that, this is included here. That board is the accent because I don't want you to be focused on my guy, but my God, if I hit a backflip or a quick little, whatever I can hit before eventually wiping out on the landing, I want that pop of color to be down on the board. So you're focused on my hands, you're focused on what I'm doing with the board, what trick is being performed or executed, instead of just looking at it as, whoa, he's wearing something crazy. He's wearing just underwear up on the mountain.
Yeah, you're kind of like a peacock in that sense, where if you just see it walking around or cruising through the snow, it's just like, oh, it's there. And then you tweak a grab and bam, you got a flashy yellow in your face.
You know me. That was my nickname in high school, the peacock. If you would like us to do another one of these aesthetic reviews, another one of these kit reviews on a STEEPCAST, head on over to our Discord page and find the aesthetic review server on the Nick and Mitch Discord server. There you can submit all of your screenshots from the shop like we just did to review ours, and maybe we'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll have Bone Crusher come back to do another segment where he reviews them. We'll see. But if you like that, be sure to head over to the aesthetic review and drop some more pictures so we know that this is something you guys would like to do and like to see in the future.
For this weekly challenge, the topic was given to us by Steepest Legend, and it is in opposite from Heat Wave, so we're going with Cold Wave this time. Anything that makes you think you're cold and freezing up on the mountains. So we'll kick it off with Steepest Legend submission, and here is his guy. Looks like he's hunkering underneath the roof on a cabin that's pretty much snowed in. The snow's really high there, and the blizzard's blowing in from the side, so he's just trying to stay warm in that corner.
And we have a second one here from Steepest Legend. Looks like this might have been taken just a couple of minutes before he decided to call it quits on the day and hunker down next to that cabin. This is just another picture in the same blizzard there. Looks like this might have been one of the last grabs, again, before he said, I'm over this. Too cold, too dangerous. Let's go find some shelter. And made his way over to that cabin.
I don't know if I've seen this ambiance too much used either, because it's not the prettiest by far, but I think it would be cool to see some more pictures and videos with this blizzard kind of blowing into your face.
Yeah, this ambiance is scary. I mean, it is a full-on blizzard in these pictures, and my heart kind of skipped a beat because of how treacherous and dangerous it looked up on the mountain. You don't get to see that a whole lot. So great job, Steepest Legend. Those are some wonderful pictures and ambience that neither of us have ever seen before.
And we've got one more from Steepest Legend, which might be the end to the saga of the guy we were just talking about in the previous two pictures, but he titled this one, "He Has Frozen to Death," and it's up on top of, it looks like another one of the cabins in that area, but he is upside down and he is just frozen.
Stiff as a board. Stick a fork in him. He's done. Ugh, that trilogy really pulled on the heartstrings, really had everything you were looking for in a good story, a good beginning, middle, and end. Thanks again to Steepest Legend for his submissions for Cold Wave. Next week, we are going to be doing Steep's funniest videos. You have free reign to edit, do whatever you would like. Send us a brief clip. 30 seconds to a minute. It doesn't really matter. Just make us laugh. Do something hilarious up on the mountains. And then 2 weeks from now, we are going to be looking for broken bones. Send us your craziest crashes, screenshots, videos, you name it. Send it on over to us. You can send all of those submissions over to the weekly challenge server on our Discord.
This week's questions are brought to you by Chris Wan yet again. And the first question was about how deep the pain was of 2 times Elevate swept by the Red Wings. So how many hectoliters of Miller Lite are going down with knowing that we had lost to Paul Byron and Jack Johnson? I don't remember playing against those guys. I don't think Jack Johnson played for the Red Wings. And last time we really lost to the Red Wings, I was in 9th grade and Nick was in 6th, so no Miller going down back then.
Definitely wasn't swigging Miller Lite when we lost to the Red Wings. But if we want to talk about the Canadians that we lost to this year, that's a whole different can of worms, and that one hurt a lot.
I don't know, it didn't hurt me as much, but I think it's just because the boys didn't look like they cared at all. And so after game 2, I didn't really care either.
That's what hurt so much about it. We were watching, expecting something great. This bubble, I still love watching all of the games in the bubble. It's just entertaining out the butt. But, really wish that we could still see the black and gold skating up in Toronto. Unfortunately, that's just wasn't in the plans. The next question Chris has for us, would we rather be good at something that we don't like to do or bad at something we do like to do?
This one is a perplexing question. Good in something I don't like to do, bad.
Well, now, if I'm bad at something that I like to do, can I get better at it? Because, we started making videos on YouTube and we weren't great at it. I wasn't great speaking. And then we worked at it, and now I love doing it and have gotten significantly better. So, I don't know, is that just a perpetual, you're always going to be bad at that one thing that you like to do? No, if that's the case, I would rather be good in something that I don't like to do, because I can get it done quicker and efficiently, so I never have to go back and redo it, fix it up, correct it a second time. Just get in, get out, you're done.
That is true. If, you're good at doing laundry, you're going to be more efficient at it and your clothes are going to come out better. Doesn't mean I like doing it. The bad in something you like to do, it reminded me of Frisbee golf. I've only played twice, so I know I'll probably get better in time, but I go with a friend who's pretty good and I'm not at all. I can throw the Frisbee, but just not accurate and still shooting pretty high scores, but I think I'd still have as much fun even if I didn't quite get better at it, because you still get to hike, you still get to hang out with friends, go for a walk, enjoy outside, but we're not competing, so I can be bad at it all I want.
Okay, we have a couple more questions here. These last couple are summertime themed, I believe. Chris would like us to pick one festival, which we will attend, that features music that is absolutely not our kind of music, but we think that we could have one hell of a time at the festival regardless. For me, it would be Tomorrowland. Off the top of my head, I don't even have to pull up Google and look for a festival. It would be the Tomorrowland Festival. I believe it's in Belgium, some random private island out there. It is a ton of EDM. You know, they throw you in the woods for a week or whatever, and you're just listening to crazy thumping EDM. That's not to say that I don't like electronic music. It's just not my first pick for a festival or for a concert, or just to drop like $600 on something. EDM would not be my first choice. But I do think that that would be just a crazy, ridiculous party, and I would love nothing more than to be there to experience that. Maybe I'll drag Mitch along with me. No, we would end up getting lost in the woods, high on PCP and mushrooms after, 30 minutes of being there just from contact highs.
That sounds like what most music festivals devolve into, or what people's experiences are. I don't know of many that I would go to. I had to pull up a Google list like Nick did not, but I found one called Summer Camp with a lineup of music that the only artist I recommend is Rez, and I know Nick loves Rez.
I do enjoy some Rez.
It's alright. That's not my type of music, so I probably, based on the rest of the artists that I don't recognize, probably wouldn't love the music of that. But it's a summer camp, so they kind of have like bonfires at night. It looks like on the final day they split you into different colored teams, like red, blue, and yellow, and you do dodgeball, tug of war, and different competitions. So I think it would have a fun culture at the music festival, but I don't know if I'd like the music.
Oh, what? You're telling me you don't know Ween? Dude, Ween's gonna be there. Ocean Man, take me by the... and all that other stuff. Oh, Pigeon's playing ping pong. Yeah, there's people on there on that list that you know. I think we're both on the same page where we're looking for the vibe of that place, where Tomorrowland, I'm looking for just absolute insanity, like lose yourself, disassociate from yourself for a couple of days in the woods. Mitch is looking for a good summer camp with some interesting IPAs and some dodgeball there at the end. He might have more of a shot to relax and enjoy his weekend than the fever dream of Tomorrowland for my choice. That was a fun question. I like that.
And then to add to that question, would we rather go to a Nickelback or a Rammstein concert, and why? I already know Nick's answer by far.
Well, funny enough, this summer I was supposed to go to both tours. I was supposed to see Rammstein and Nickelback in the same summer for work. It's a work-related thing. I do a lot of summer tours, concert tours, and all of that. They were both on the sheet, so I'm really upset because if the pandemic didn't play out how it did, I could have given you first-hand accounts of both of these shows and just told you which one was better. I'd have to say Rammstein, though. They are more terrifying to me than Slipknot is, but I still think that would be a more enjoyable concert than Nickelback. Mitch?
I think just for the Canadian in me, I should say Nickelback, but I think I would have more fun at Rammstein. I know Du Hast, and that's the only song I think I know by them, just off of my head, but just based on the live concert footage I've seen of that song and trying to play it on Rock Band, I think I'd have a little bit more fun at Rammstein.
Du hast to come to Rammstein with me. You gotta. So Chris, put a pin in this one. Next summer, when all of these shows are rescheduled and I get to Nickelback and also get to Rammstein, I'll let you know which one was better. Thank you so much to Chris Wan for coming up with these heavy hitters every week, every other week or so. We don't pay him or anything. He keeps coming up with bangers. So why not? We absolutely have to give credit where credit is due. Chris Wan, you are the man. Well, it looks like Mitch is pulling up the material for the next video that we have to record after this one. So it looks like we're wrapping up STEEPCAST episode 33? 33, yeah. Thank you so much. All of these weeks are starting to fade into one. We have no idea what we're doing anymore. It's nothing just but a spiraling pit of never ending. I'm just kidding. It has been wonderful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 33. We will be back next week with episode 34. Be sure to follow us over on Instagram at Nick and Mitch YT. This is the first STEEPCAST that we're talking about Instagram. Yes, we finally have an Instagram, and most of the routine listeners have already found us over there, but we are on the road to 100. You heard that right. 100 followers over on Instagram. If we make it to 100 followers on Instagram, well, that's 100 more than we have over on Twitter. Be sure to go down into the descriptions, click all of those links, find out what they do. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. What are you doing? All right, we're wrapping this one up. I'm rambling once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yous on the slopes. Oh, be sure to join us. Be sure to be here on Nick and Mitch YouTube channel on the 22nd and the 29th of August for the real snow action. You do not want to miss it. TFG Send It is going to be announced. There is a ton of good stuff. You will not be disappointed if you join us on August 22nd and 29th for the Tartiflette Games Real Snow competitions. Okay, that's it. I'm out.